If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream, then not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. One heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. Hold on. Walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Hey yo, 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 hey yo.
Threats are part of wrestling, you know, but you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is going to drown us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat. I'm going to...
about this.
I don't care if he don't... I'll make him bleed.
Let's go!
Who are those guys?
Your brothers? No.
Yes.
Beginning to get on my nerves. Who are those guys? I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
The fucking Diaz brothers.
Diaz, get the fuck out of bed, you lazy bastard.
You piece of shit.
Are we live?
We are live, everybody. Welcome to the show. Trickle in. I've finished using the fake voice changer here. I'm just going to start the show off right. It's the Diaz Brothers Show, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome, welcome. Thank God for Friday, everybody. Buckle up. We got Jose Garcia coming on later in the show. Lots to talk about. Everybody's GHIBLI'N, Brandon. Everybody is GHIBLI'N
all around.
The title of the stream, Commence the GHIBLI'N.
Right.
With Jose Garcia.
I think it's a hard G.
You know, whatever you want it to be. But welcome.
GHIBLI'N.
Welcome. How do we sound, everybody? Let us know. Today, you know, prepping the stream. Hopefully audio sound. Wrong one.
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
We got the lights. The
a good
purple
clip.
lights are going on.
Yeah, the purple lights are intense.
We got the mic holders here. Everything's stable. Soundboard is good. I could say, what's up?
What's up?
You could say he's fat.
dude.
It's a little delay on
crazy.
he's fat, but we're working on all cylinders are going. And we're not only on YouTube and Rumble.
Yeah.
This is the first time in a long time that we're streaming on X.
Yeah, I found $8 stashed in the sofa here, and I was like, we should invest it where it belongs in the Zaid Comics.
Yep.
Put it into X.
So if you guys are following the Zaid Comics X account, we're streaming it over there. And that's going to incentivize us to post more on that account about the comics and everything going on over there. So we're going to be using that, hopefully blasting out some promos and streaming over there. So maybe we'll get some more viewers. That would be dope. I saw Shani was over there.
She says currently there's 16 people watching on X.
Yeah.
It's all those Russian hot
It's the
bots
hot
on my
bots.
account.
Yeah, they all follow Brandon. Stream on X is working
Dude, it's all
fine.
the time.
We got some Channy in the chat. There you go. And that I almost bit my tongue because her Twitter name is Nays. I'm like, am I saying the wrong name? Is that not Shani?
Right.
They two different people. But look,
The
she's
imposter.
here too. Look at that.
Yeah.
There you go. Welcome. I hope everybody's week's going well. It's Friday once again, and everybody's GHIBLI'N.
Dude, we're GHIBLI'N.
Everybody's GHIBLI'N everywhere.
GHIBLI'N is funnier.
GHIBLI'N's pretty funny.
I'm going to retweet it right now, and we're going to watch as the
numbers
viewership
rise.
goes up
We had
right now. Dude, I got my phone's
Go on.
reading 21 people watching live right now.
Yeah, but I don't know how that works.
Well, my account counts for five
people. You paid
yeah.
the extra amount.
Yeah, I paid
Yeah,
the extra
that's
$250
interesting.
a month.
But the cool thing is people could chat in there as well. You know, maybe we'll sweep up some.
Yeah, but it isn't
some new
more
fans.
like commenting instead of chatting.
No, I
or
think
is
it takes
is
you
just
to a
like
chat.
chatting? Really?
It takes you to a chat thing. I haven't watched a stream on Twitter in a long time, but that's how it works. We're all Ghibli and bits. There you go. 22 people. Trickle in, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah, we got some cool stuff to talk about. Jose's going to come on. We're going to be talking about his new book, which looks awesome. He's a fiend with.
Is he a gibbler?
Pages. He's probably a gibbler. Dude, I would imagine he's big into the Nippon culture, as they call it.
Oh yeah, that's going around a lot right now.
Yeah, yesterday we had a good stream. We had about 50 people in the stream for the
what's
3
up
hours.
with that? Why do people want to see you?
Well, I'm dropping the knowledge.
On the other, you think so?
Yeah, it's because I got the PowerPoint presentation, especially because there's now a PowerPoint power vacuum because the guy who invented PowerPoint died last year.
Oh, really?
Rip, we get some F's in the chat.
I didn't know that.
on
A guy
that one.
died.
Yeah, so it's kind of sad. But...
I didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah, I didn't know either. So people want, you know, that they want that those member berries of watching PowerPoints from back in the day.
Like we're getting some good. I hate PowerPoint.
You guys love it. What's up, Mark? Let's say hi to the chatter. We got Mark in the chats. We got Henry Bemis. We got Big Bean news. One of the Big Beans is done printing.
Yeah, one of the Big Beans, dude. I don't know if you know this.
No.
On Monday, when I came in, the Bean was printing over the weekend, right? So for the production version of the Bean, this is the pre-production version. Some of you might notice it's got a little bit of a hang-ups up here, some blemishes, stuff. Yep. We've perfected the Bean now. It's thicker, it's heavier,
yep,
and it's a lot smoother too. But it takes a lot longer to print. It takes about 4.5, 5 days to print. So I came in on Monday morning and it was stopped. And the print head was over, like zeroed out off to the side.
Yeah.
And I was like,
scary.
What is going on here? So Doc comes waltzing in through the door, whistling, and he's got his thing. And I'm like, did you stop this? Because he's a little anti-Bean, but in kind of like a joke direction, Yeah. I'm like, did you stop this Bean from printing? He's like, no, I don't know what's going on. And then he's like, oh, there must have been a power failure.
Yeah.
And so there was a power failure. So, because when I turned on my computer, my UPS, the power supply beeped, indicating there was some sort of power issue. And then so I pushed play on the printer again and just picked up right exactly where we left off. So luckily,
it's good. It finished. The other one's printing right now. The second one we sold. You guys can go to ZadeComics.com, get your beans, your shell bean, your bigulated bean, whatever you want, and we'll ship them out. Those are made to order as well, and we'll have some at C2E2. Shani says she booked her flight to Chicago today.
Wait, which flights to Chicago though? Because she has a business trip, and then she also has maybe a pleasure trip, you could call it, a non-business trip.
All right.
Leisure trip.
Okay. I don't know.
Is she canceling? She's canceling the business. See?
For work.
See?
Yeah.
See?
It's a tax write-off right there.
Yeah.
You need enough power to engage the large... To engorge the large bulbous bean.
There's also some other big news. I don't know if you heard about this. You're out of the loop on a lot of the printer talk.
Yeah,
here
I do real work.
The second Orange Storm Giga printer has been shipped out, and it's currently on its way to the offices right now.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to print that stupid ass giant 7-foot Godzilla faster, so we could get onto even bigger and better beans. Okay, I'm talking
7-foot bean.
No, I don't think that would require. I mean, we could do it.
Well,
we could do a 7-foot bean. It would be 2 halves.
We could do a 3-foot in one print.
Right, a 3-foot, just about a 3-foot bean on a single print. We could do it. I think we might do it. I think we might have to do it. I think we should do it.
I think we need a buyer first, so we don't just do it.
No, I think we do it,
and then
we'll have it. And then we'll have it.
Do it on
spec. You spec? Yeah, for sure. Could you imagine?
I couldn't. I don't want to.
The investment is just clear. As long as you don't get Jim Cramer involved with it, I think we'll be good.
I don't have any.
Yeah, it would be a bean you put out at Christmas.
Christmas bean to put all your presents under?
Yeah. We could do it. We could do it in white. And then we could put a little thing in the back for a light to go in, and it would light up in the side. We could paint his hat like a Christmas hat.
They'd make it spin. Put it on one of those rotating
I don't think it needs to spin. Yeah, look at this is how traditions are born. There you go.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. I got some mail call today, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna pull that up. But before we do that, what's up, Gordon? Good brother.
What's up?
Good to see you. Maromi is here.
Up?
We got Cranberry Lancers, Old Dirty Fatty. Awesome to have you in the chat, guys. I didn't see Michael Bancroft. I know we're going to be rating it at his channel. I think he's launching a book tonight. I think Elysian Fields is launching tonight. So you guys better go hang out there. And then I think Odin, the creator of Elysian Fields, is going to be on The Gutter tonight as well later in the evening. So make sure you guys check that out. LE is here in the chat. You probably didn't see this because you didn't watch the stream last night, Brandon.
Yeah, I didn't.
There was you should. It was a good stream.
I don't remember
There was a appearance, a steady appearance too, of the ghost of Danger Vanessa was in our chat.
Really?
Ghost of Nessa, almost unrecognizable, I would say, but she hung out in the chat. It was good to see. It was a good stream.
That's good. That's cool.
All right, now is the time that we get a close up here. Wait, we have a close up here for our sponsored Altoids Sour Moment.
It's not even owned by Altoids anymore.
Altoids Sour Moment.
You're going to get us kicked off of X with all these fake
It's not even Altoids. This is the mango flavor. Put it in the mouth.
Jesus!
That's sour.
Sour sweet gone.
Now it's not sour.
Did you see the sour news that I sent you?
Yeah, should we talk about it today or Monday?
No, I guess talk about it on Monday. There's like a food news vacuum that happens on Monday, and if we don't cover food news, people get upset.
They'll riot in the chat. I got some books, guys, in the mail today. I got the notification like Monday, and got it today. The Second Chance Nos Ferratu campaign by our pal Per Burgerstein.
Pair of what?
Wait. Is his last name Burgerstein and he changed it?
That's pretty common. It's a common trend.
Weird. I think it's just Berg. He's Scandinavian. Per Berg, Nosferatu. I tweeted this out and said, I'll probably like this better than the new Nosferatu movie that came out, which I wasn't a fan of. But it also came with this, or I guess I paid for this. Oh, where's my mini comic? Oh, we got the mini comic. I'll show you. I got this interactivity, a narwhal story. This is more like a his thoughts on creating and writing. Is there a little synopsis here? It's got like pictures of who I assume to be dead people on it. I don't know. You know what this is? Is that a young Jack Nicholson?
Oh, from when he was at the hotel, the Overlook
I'm not
Hotel.
sure who that is.
Yeah, man.
Interactivity.
I looked over there fully expecting pictures of dead people.
Well, I think that's what I'm saying. I think they're dead
now deceased.
Now they're deceased.
Yeah.
An illustrated storytelling essay by Narwhal Per Berg. So we got some memes in here. I'm going to be reading that. I'll read this eventually. I like how thin the paper stock is. It's kind of refreshing.
Enjoy that?
Yeah, well, because this is like, it's words.
Does it smell like a library book?
No. I don't know. What's it smell like?
Altoid sours. It's weird. It doesn't smell like a library book.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of smells more like a textbook, like a school textbook.
Textbook, yeah.
Not a library.
I wonder what this one smells like. So this is what they call a mini comic, Brandon. Look how small this is. It's smaller than an ash can.
I was more excited about a micro comic.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess,
don't spoil the last page.
Baby steps.
But you flip through here. So
the last page is on the back cover.
I'm not sure. I haven't read it yet, but maybe. What's that smell like?
What's that about?
It smells like printer paper.
Yeah, this feels like printer paper.
I think
what is the deal with this? Why is it cut like this?
It's hand folded by Per himself or his neighbor or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see what happened here. No, what the is this?
Yeah, it's a Tijuana Bible.
This is because it's all one sheet of paper.
Yeah, it's a one sheet of paper. You fold. Don't unfold it because I don't want to refold it and then read it out of order. How am I supposed to know it's out of order?
This is funny. Okay,
don't.
I'm gonna give it to you. It's funny.
Yeah, he folded it himself. People are saying that it's a hard-hitting, poignant story. Says that mini comic messed me up.
Do you need to cut the paper to do this? Yeah, I guess you do. Huh.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me.
This is very Japanese too. It's like almost an origami of comics.
Yeah, everybody's all knee in the pond over there, dude. So that's what I got. We got Jose in the chat. What's up, brother? Good to see you. We'll have you on in some amount of time. Just hang in there. Yeah, so that's what I got. I probably have some reading to do that I won't do this weekend. I have more writing to do than reading. Did you watch The Floor, Brandon? Because I watched some of it for the first time, and it was not entertaining.
Oh, the other day?
It was just on before I left the house.
Well, it's not an entertaining show. It's more of like a responsibility.
To who?
To society.
Rob Lowe doesn't even look good anymore.
He looks exactly like Zac Efron.
Yeah.
That's okay. Zac Efron's like 30 years younger than this guy. He looks exactly the same as him. Last night, on the floor, there was a category that was Amazon, and then it would show you a picture of an animal or a thing from Amazon, and then the girl didn't know what a bat looks like.
It was the first one.
Yeah, it was the first thing, and she didn't know what bat was.
Maybe she was like, I don't know what kind of bat that is.
Dude, I know. So that whole category,
but it's just the
bogus.
thing.
It was bogus because she like stumbled on anaconda, and I was like, you could have just said snake and they would have taken it.
And they would have
totally taken it.
Yeah, that show sucks. I'd rather watch Zaboomafoo.
Sometimes there's something that's like really retardedly specific, but most of the time it was not. Like, whatever. There's a new cute chick on there though, and she's doing okay. I mean, she's no Joey, okay, but
yeah,
she's doing good.
Well, let's see what we got here.
Oh, Nail Bunny says Rob Lowe just needs an earring and Phil will be hot for him. Yeah. How did you feel about Rob Lowe when he was in Wayne's World? The first one.
He was fine. He was a jerk.
Yeah, and everybody loved him.
Yeah, that's true.
It was great.
All right, we're going to talk about the Ghibli. Ghibli-geddon, people have been calling it. All right. I haven't gibbled because I don't pay for Chat GPT.
Right.
What I do is I have friends who pay for it.
Right.
And then I beg them to make images for me.
Please. Look,
and I talked about this last night on the Creative Block is by me doing this guarantees me not going to hell for summoning AI demons to do my bidding, right? I have a middleman do that for me.
Yeah.
And their souls are cursed to be damned.
No, I mean, you're not tricking God at all, Phil. No. You can't pull one over on God. He knows.
Well, here's tonight's image. You guys have seen it. If you guys saw the thumbnail, this is has become an iconic image from Tampa Bay Comic Con. All right. And now this really solidifies it. As you can see, the two brothers.
Yeah, it captures my feelings perfectly.
Sitting around. I think this photo was taken by Michael Bancroft when he didn't have a voice. You remember that correctly? Was it Mike? He took this photo.
How do we know that Bancroft didn't just send like a bad copy of himself? You know, what are those golems?
Yeah,
right?
like
you like create
golem.
a golem of yourself, right? But it can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he did. Is he just sent a golem of himself?
I could see that. Because I never heard his voice. It's crazy. Do I have an extra finger? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it could just be like his middle finger doing some weird thing.
Yeah, that's my middle finger right there. That's the knuckle. Right here.
You just got an extra long middle.
So here's the original photo.
Yeah, there he is.
Sans cigarette, though.
Yeah.
And it added like this weird thing to my arm where it's like there's an extra piece of arm skin here. I think because my arm is so massive in this original image.
Yeah, that is weird. We have to shop that out.
That it thought my tricep.
No, it's the part of the shirt.
Oh, is it?
It misinterpreted.
I like to think it's the tri-hawk, which
yeah, maybe
right there. So everybody's talking about how they're already, this has run its course. They're tired of the gibble. And I say I never was even into it to begin with.
Well, it works. And it knows that it's art. It says it right there in the picture.
Art.
This is a piece of art.
Who is that? Cecil? Who is that back there?
Yeah.
What is that? Just a mannequin.
Yeah. They made him extra short too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the picture is good. You got the cigarette going and everything.
Yeah. This time it actually gave me some facial hair. The other ones that I requested didn't even do the sideburns.
It doesn't understand them. The Japanese can't do it. So
that's right. The Japanese can't really grow sideburns. Right. Man, this AI is going crazy.
I like what it did with the texture on your shirt or the pattern.
The vape. I will not vape. Yeah, it understands the Hawaiian shirt style.
Right.
Pretty awesome. Jay Ryan in the chat says Miyazaki would have lived to be 100. Now he'll be on life support before the summer ends.
I feel like it gave me Chin-chan mouth. You remember that Chin-chan guy? He's the only anime character I know.
You talking about Chim Chim from Speed Racer? You kind of look like Lupin. Lupin?
Yeah, really. Shin-chan.
What is it? Cham?
Chin-chan.
Chin? Oh, with an N.
Maybe it is.
Chan.
Chin-chan. Yeah, this guy. Fat kid. Where he's got a line for a mouth.
Oh, Shin-chan. Cryon Shin-chan. Yeah, I could see that.
It says Chin-chan.
Oh, it says
right
Shin-chan.
there.
Yeah, I could see
Shin-chan.
I never watched that. We got Amanda B.
I guess. Your guy kind of looks like Speed Racer.
Yeah. Stoic and cool. We got Amanda B in the chat. Good to see you, Amanda. Speaking of Shin-chan, Chim Chim is in the chat.
Shin-chan. I've never seen the show. All right. I've seen a picture of him, and he's a little monkey kid. And sometimes he doesn't wear pants.
Shani wants to know why I have a cigarette.
Because he's cool.
Yeah. Cigarettes are cool. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, cigarettes are cool again.
Cool. They're making a comeback, I think.
Yeah, that would be really funny, is just to animate that where just the mouths are moving. You know, it saves on animation cost.
They do. They've done these animations with this stuff.
I know.
There was some I had here, but I didn't put anything in order. But it's crazy. I don't know if they're animating out of the program or
yeah,
what.
I think they're taking them and I saw one guy took one and put it into Kling and then animated it in Kling from the Chat GPT.
It's going to be a game changer. I was showing my buddy
for short run stuff.
Yeah. But like the ability to use it for trailers and stuff, for promotion and mini commercials and stuff.
Dude, I just saw right before I came in here, it was a tweet saying that all of the AI generated trailers for movies are now, instead of being copyright struck, they're claiming them on YouTube and monetizing them and sending the money to Universal and Paramount and stuff. And instead of just like taking them down, they're just monetizing them and sending the money over to these giant corporations.
That's so weird. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new copyright, image, and audio laws put into place from here.
There was some queer. Did you see this guy? He was like, he put out a fake cease and desist, and he was like, I just got this from Studio Ghibli, and they're telling me to cease and desist, but AI creators deserve just as much copyright rights as anybody. And I was like, AI creators deserve nothing.
Yeah.
We're lucky that AI, they should feel lucky that they're allowed to go to the same Steak and Shake that we go to, okay?
Yeah. And I was telling my buddy, I showed them one of those images, the Ghibli images, and they're like, how long until there's a Z Comics movie? I'm like, if the AI keeps upgrading at this point, it's going to be 5 years.
Who said that, Jake?
No, it's just one of my...
Jake had predicted, he had like this bowl of water I saw, and he was smoking, I don't know, it was opium or something, but he was looking into this bowl of water.
Like a scrying mirror?
Yeah. And
like a scrying mirror?
Is that what it is? Is that like they have a mirror underneath the water or something? And then he was saying this quatrain about how within the next 5 years we'll be able to make animations, like full length cartoon episodes of stuff. Yeah, fully AI.
It sounds like Jake. Did he dunk his face in the water as well?
No, there was
Then
no
it probably
ice
was
in the
Jake,
water or
yeah.
anything. Yeah, there was not a banana peel in sight.
Yeah, I can
So-
see that. Check this out, though. People that are like, you're not going to be making no movies. Look at this. This is Wiggity Whack. You got your Dwight here. Now, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Would we get struck for playing this clip? Because it's audio from the show, but no visual from the show.
Find out.
We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen.
What is my perfect crime? I break into Tiffany's in midnight. Do I go for the vault? No, I go for the chandelier. It's priceless. As I'm taking it down, a woman catches me. She tells me to stop. It's her father's business. She's Tiffany. I say no. We make love all night. In the morning, the cops come and I escape in one of their uniforms. I tell her to meet me in Mexico, but I go to Canada. I don't trust her. Besides, I like the cold. 30 years later, I get a postcard. I have a son, and he's the chief of police. This is where the story gets interesting. I tell Tiffany to meet me in Paris by the Trocadero. She's been waiting for me all these years. She's never taken another lover. I don't care. I don't show up. I go to Berlin. That's where I stashed the chandelier. What is my perfect...
So I've never watched any Ghibli stuff.
Amazing.
Obviously, the animation there looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The mouth was like a little low frame rate. Is that how Ghibli stuff looks?
I haven't watched any Gibbles either.
I don't know.
I'm a man.
The Henry Beeman says, "Why are Ghibli faces so punchable?"
Well, they're very infant-like, right? Even the adults.
Yeah, for sure.
Very infantile.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Yeah, and who
It's
said
because it's
that?
dubbed over in English. That's how it looks. All right, well then,
Oh,
if
that
that's
makes
just
sense.
on brand, then that's fine.
Snartcom says he doesn't find The Office funny.
He
loves reboots.
Okay,
All right.
so the girlfriend was like, I've never watched The Office. Let's start watching Office. I'm like, you can start watching The Office. I don't want to have anything to do with that because
Time
I've
sink?
seen enough of The Office. But you watch Arrested Development, it's nonstop laughter, right? And you get to know the characters, and there's just funny stuff constantly happening, everything. Like, it's the ratio, the amount of time that you need to put into The Office to get funny out of it is not worth it at all. Like, you have to know the characters for years.
It's pretty story based.
That's how Creed, he's a weirdo. But like, you have to go seasons before you realize like he's a complete weirdo.
Maybe it's because there's so much of it, and a lot of it is like story arc based. Like, people date people and then fall out with them, and then
story
date
arcs.
different people, and then there's a new boss, and then Will
it's
Ferrell's in it for
way
some
too
reason
long.
at one point.
You're right. It's the investment. Parks and Rec, I never watched that. Seemed to
Yeah, I never watched that either.
yeah. Brandon needs his jokes in 5 seconds or he'll scream. No, that's not what it is. It's just the layering in The Office. There's too much talking, like that's setting stuff up for like the storylines and stuff. It's just
I think it's still a good show. Watch.
It's fine, but there's just the investment's not a good investment.
All right, check this out. This is more of maybe that. Actually, let me read this description. It says, "What if Studio Ghibli directed The Lord of the Rings? I've spent $250 in cling credits.
Yeah. See, this is what I was talking about.
And 9 hours re-editing the Fellowship trailer." So this is based on the trailer for the first film, I guess, to bring that vision to life. And I'll show you exactly how I did it. All right, let's take a look at this.
All right. Before that, we have Sumo Authority gifted 10 Zaid Comics
What?
memberships.
Sumo! Thank you so much, brother.
Scroll up on the other chat real quick.
Right here?
Over here. Yeah. So Amanda B, Sean, Gnomski, Luke, Keenma, Darkest Twisted Faggotry,
There we go.
J-Bot. Keep going. Tank Ferret. Just Hey Mike Now. Melmoth. Sounds like a interdimensional demon.
Yeah, Melmoth.
I guess that's
I
it.
think that's it. Thank you so much, Sumo, right? Sumo Tori,
Melmoth being
our
here.
boy. Thank you. You and all those people that just got a membership.
Quinoa. Yeah.
Not quinoa. Quinoa. You guys are insane. You have access to the awesome emojis in the chat, like the he's fat emoji.
Good one.
And you guys are all insane.
Someone's insane. Look out. Someone's insane.
I got my eye on you, nutcase.
Let's take a look at this. This is one man's $250 investment into an AI Kling, which they make animated. You can make animated stuff with that.
Yeah, it's like an AI image generation.
And 9 hours of re-editing.
Dude, you know, all the money that's going from this is going straight into big corporations' pockets.
Probably. Here's the thing, 9 hours, that's not even that much time to cut like a trailer. We'll see how good it is.
But when you pay for Kling, the rendering happens pretty quickly. It's usually
I'm saying the re-editing.
Right. The re-editing
editing hours.
What is this? 2 minutes long? Yeah, 9 hours for 2 minutes. That's not bad.
Let's see how it is.
The world is changed. And
Studio
some
Ghibli.
things that should not have been forgotten were lost. But the Ring of Power has a will of its own.
Oh, this wrinkle
is so wrinkly.
Ring has awoken. Sauron needs
Damn.
this ring to cover all the lands of darkness. What must I do?
The ring must be destroyed.
Looks pretty good.
Fires of Mount Doom.
Asia Smith.
They're coming.
They will find the ring and kill the one who brings it.
You have my sword.
My bow.
And my axe.
Carry the fate of us all, little one.
This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way, no one will.
Let us hope that our presence may go unnoticed.
God.
They are coming.
We must stand back!
This is good.
Shall not pass!
You will face evil, and you will defeat it. Even the
Gratuitous sex scene.
can change the course of the future.
I've made a slight tweak.
Yeah.
Trademarked. This is insane.
Okay.
Animators,
Sean-
you're out of a job.
Sean
I'm sorry.
said, no, not yet. Not yet. Sean says Rankin Bass did it better. Could you, or you paid ChatGPT?
They already
Rankin
did
Bass.
it. Yeah.
Rankin Bass stuff would be funny. And then we'll animate that.
Well, Rankin
and
and, well, yeah, the claymation stuff, but Rankin and Bass did the old Hobbit animation cartoon.
Yeah.
It was animated. And
Well, I wanna
they did
see
a
the
lot of
claymation,
rotoscoping.
the, stop motion stuff.
Stop motion stuff would be awesome.
I feel
I
like
agree.
now I've never seen Ghibli anything. I'm not a Ghibler, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of facial expression changes in the animation while they're talking there, which is probably a result of them using still frames that were generated in the Ghiblifier and then putting them into Kling, and then Kling not knowing how to make their facial features react to the
passable.
stuff, to what they're saying. I don't know. It looked really good, but there wasn't like,
it looked really good.
you know, it's like watching Arnold Schwarzenegger acting, right? And he's
Yeah, I mean,
blank
he
face.
Makes a
all
lot
the
of
time.
money.
Well, he was in the Thriller trailer.
I saw that
Yeah.
recently.
No
Yeah.
expressions.
I would say Miyazaki.
And Channy says,
close the studio.
I hate anime and I can't get into it. You're right,
Who can't get into it?
Channy.
Why
She's
not?
right. Because anime's stupid.
Oh, anime.
The animation is stupid. Their constant talking and thinking is stupid.
I think that's a result of dubbing.
You
I'm not a
think-
Ghibler
How could it
either.
possibly be a result of the dubbing? Their
Because-
constant talking.
Because the when it's scripted in Japanese,
Mhm.
sentences are going to be longer or shorter depending on what they're saying
Sure.
than English.
Right.
So all they have is the footage,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to fill that frame.
Oh,
of
you
the
just cut it out.
They don't though. They'll either fill it or
So they just make stuff up.
Yeah.
They just add dialogue to
Yes.
the American
They
version.
re-script it.
That's
Yeah, for sure.
stupid.
That's why you get kind of awkward stuff with dubs.
Oh, it's really stupid.
Because some frames are longer than others. Awesome one.
That's
is a
why
weeb.
they're called weebs.
You're
And that's a
weeb?
derogatory term. Okay.
Tank Ferret, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, should we see how many weebs we have in the chat with a poll?
They're all weebs. Chimera, Brandon hasn't discovered JoJo yet. He needs to
No
see
one's
more,
discovered
more
JoJo.
Men in thongs. It'll change his mind.
These guys are telling me to watch some anime about a female elf that's thousands of years old, right?
Yeah, okay.
Already weird,
Sure.
right?
Right.
And they keep messaging me. They're like, what is this? Free Ren? Watch Free Ren. She's like free. And
She's free.
And she's like
She's
a
red.
1,000 years old elf. And I just don't think I'm into fantasy.
What's the
and
selling
stuff.
point on that? She's free. She's 1,000-year-old elf.
Should we look up
Free Ren?
the synopsis?
Snooky?
I think I'm about to grok, guys. I'm going to
Is
grok
that
Free Ren.
from Jersey Shore?
Snooky? I'm about to grok. Stand back. Grok's loading.
What? Why is it taking so
I
long?
don't know.
Because now it knows that you're paying for it, and it's like, we've
Yeah.
already
All right,
got
here
your
we go.
money.
Describe
You know what's good animation?
Free
Aristocats.
Ren. How do you spell Free Ren? Is it like Free Ren?
You can't. It's
The
impossible.
anime to me.
She's friends with a 1,000-year-old
And
demon dog.
one.
And shit.
No.
That's what Georgina Floyd said.
Yeah, well, Georgina's been huffing that Fent. I
The
think.
Fent? You got to save the Fent for the Fent reactor.
Paragraph.
Yeah,
All right.
see Aristocats. Animation's great.
Abort. Here we go. I'm about to grok, guys. It's happening. I think it's thinking. It's not saying anything.
Yeah, 70s Buena Vista's God tier.
The
God
phone's
tier
not getting
animation.
good internet here.
We're literally right next to the router.
I'm not on Wi-Fi though. It's not even replying to me. I don't know. Free Run. Don't
All right.
worry about it. All right.
I'm using free grok. I'm about to grok.
Where's Jake when you need him?
Describe Free Ren, the anime about 1,000-year-old.
No, but in one paragraph because that's what I put. But it's not even working now. All right, grok.
elf in 1,000 words or less, right?
Oh, in one paragraph.
No, I was just put in 3 sentences.
All right. 3 sentences is good.
Here we go. It's thinking. Free Ren Beyond Journey's End is an anime that follows Freer Ren, a 1,000-year-old elf mage who embarks on a reflective journey after the death of her human companion, Himmel.
Like the salt.
What do they mean by that? A hero. What do they mean by that? Who helped defeat the Demon King.
Mm-hmm. Heard of that.
With her long lifespan, Free Ren seeks to understand the fleeting nature of human lives, taking on 2 young apprentices. Oh, man. I see why they want you to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like a high school teacher student situation, is it? Fern and Stark.
Yeah.
As she revisits places tied to her past adventures, the story blends serene introspective moments with gentle humor, poignant reflections on time, memory, and bonds that shape one's existence. It sounds like a chick thing. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
We're here at the swamp where Himmel and I used to hang out.
Yeah. You want poignant? Go watch some Miami Vice, okay? I don't need
Frieren is a chick
1,000-year-old
flick,
elves.
for real. It sure sounds like it.
Such
gentle humor.
gentle humor.
Yeah, forget it.
Here we got Jay Ryan synopsis. She's an autistic elf that has to come to terms with everyone dying around her.
That's
amazing.
I personally don't want that from the perspective of a 1,000-year-old elf chick.
Yeah.
I want that from like a 500-year-old warrior guy, right? I would watch that.
Badass stoic man that saw everybody he's ever loved die before them. And he has a lot of purple bisexual lighting
and then,
on him at all times.
He doesn't take up apprentices, but like has somebody thrust upon him that he has to take care of because of whatever situation, but he's completely reluctant. Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better than Frieren.
If we won't watch Crime Story, even though it's Michael Mann show, that's the one based in Chicago, right?
Crime Story?
It's like 1930s Chicago with that guy who was the Chicago cop from Miami Vice. What's his name?
The guy who was the Chicago cop from the actor? Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
I think that's the one, right? I mean, I'd watch it, I just don't have time.
Is it new?
No, it's from the late 80s, I think. Dennis Farina, there you go. Thank you, Snarkicon.
Oh, yeah. Dennis Farina.
All right, now that we're done bashing anime.
Yeah, Dennis Farina. He was the second host of Unsolved Mysteries during its worst seasons ever.
Oh, was he? Now that we're done bashing anime, check out this anime-inspired... God. No, shout-outs to these guys for doing this udon.
John Snowden says, Elvin Cougar's in the mood. Brandon's kind of anime. Dude, that's like, I don't even have any interest in hentai. Right? So how could you possibly get me interested in anime?
Well, you've ordered some stuff from Iconic Comics.
I tried to.
You did some Common America stuff. You had a calendar.
Right.
But now you could order a comic with crossover with udon, with Common and your favorite American Street Fighter character. One of the only ones. Guile. Look at that. And he's doing a flash kick.
Guile's pretty cool.
Yeah, Guile's pretty
More of a Tiger Knee guy, but I'm not a Saget fan.
Okay.
I mean, Flash Kick is cool.
Flash Kick is cool.
Tiger Knee is superior, I think.
Tiger Knee.
But Guile is cooler than Saget.
Yeah, Guile's got the comb. He's got the hair. He's got the Brian Brushwood hair. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, is it Brushwood because it's shaped like a paintbrush?
Yeah. He's got the American flag, I think, tattooed on both of his arms.
Yeah.
If you're playing the game.
Yeah, of course. That's what they did with DJ in his pants. They said Maximum because it was mirable. We're missing some really good things here. Whack Ass says that Brandon hates anime because it doesn't have enough big booty Latinas. Yeah, I can't think of one. And then Cranberry Linger says Unsolved Mysteries was awesome. You're wrong. Unsolved Mysteries is awesome because it's still awesome. I watch it every day.
Still
every day on Tubi. Just put it on, get some drawing action going on, fall asleep.
Saget sounds like a slur.
In 2025? Tell that to Bob.
So we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It's a tie-in with Street Fighter and Miami Vice. There was a guy in Miami Vice. He was a French-Canadian named Saget, but it was pronounced Sago. And then I mentioned you, Michael, because you are a secret Frenchman or something like that.
Yeah, he's weird.
Sago.
Look at John Durham says Saget is our word.
You can't say Saget on YouTube? Yeah, the Iron Fist or whatever. There you go. So shout outs to Iconic for the kick-ass Guile cover. Udon. I know Matt Weldon's done a lot of work for Udon.
Henry Beeman says anime is for Sagets.
We had some other comics.
Comic
news.
Classic.
Oh, I saw this today.
There's so much news, man. It's like
it's a lot
crazy.
Of news. We only have 10 minutes to get through it.
What?
We got the kick-ass heavy metal Bisley cover from the 90s. I think it's 98. I saw this and I tweeted out, I'm literally wearing this on my shirt right now.
Right, and then nobody liked it.
And then no one liked it. But I am literally, I have my heavy metal biker babe custom shirt.
That's good. How many likes did the tweet get? I'd be interested in comparing it to
mine was a quote tweet.
Right.
So this is 462.
Yeah.
You want to see my quote tweet?
Yeah, I want to see how many likes your quote tweet got.
All right. Let's see if I can find it here.
Well, we'll read through the chat. Gal Gadot. Somebody's saying.
Amazing.
It's a good illustration. Yeah, it was inspirational for Phil's motorcycle until it got wrecked.
Yeah, I was thinking about that motorcycle today.
Amanda B says, I saw it and I deliberately did not like it.
Thanks,
Sorry,
Amanda.
Phil. LE says, best Bisley.
Thanks for the support.
And
38
says,
likes.
Sean, that's pretty good.
38 likes, and it started some conversation.
That's pretty good.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect 10 now, the artist edition now available on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, a bunch of other sites too. So if you guys are Perfect 10 fans, maybe you like this, Amanda.
It's taken over the entire comic book market.
Yeah, Dave Brink, shouts to Dave. And this kick-ass hardcover, I think it's oversized too, artist edition, Perfect 10. Got all of the pages in there. And you'll grab this from your local Barnes & Noble website, I think. Maybe they'll be in stores too. That would be cool. I'm not too sure, but shouts to Dave. Always expanding. Kick ass.
Awesome one says, Heavy Metal had a game about the woman on Phil's shirt.
Yeah, Jay Ryan was playing it on stream a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Did it look good?
Speaking of games, now this is what I'm talking about. I saw this. We've talked about this multiple times on the show.
Yeah, Comic Zone.
You can never get enough Comic Zone. Look at this kick-ass 90s ad for the game Comic Zone. And for the Sega Genesis, had some sick music. Alex was actually talking about how cool the soundtrack was.
Yeah, we have the album here.
Yeah, it's right there.
right
I should
here.
actually just take it home and play it because
You're going to scratch it all up with your needle.
I haven't opened it yet. That art is so cool.
Yeah, somebody gifted that to the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they had like, if I remember correctly, it was a small press of these Sega Music. Yeah. So there's not a ton of these out there.
Comic Zone would be a cool comic to get the license to.
Comic Zone. Well, how do you know? We've never got past the first level.
That's true. Now, we played it at Mirko's and we couldn't get past that hanging onto the rope level in the sky.
Yeah.
None of us could. And this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Those games are
Did anyone
crazy
beat
hard.
that game?
No.
Yeah, that's a good question, man.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I was reading something about I don't remember what game it was. Oh, it was the Lion King game on Sega.
Yes.
And they were saying on there that Disney specifically requested that the developers of the Lion King game make it so difficult that you couldn't beat the whole game in a normal time period that you'd have from when you rented it from Blockbuster, so that you'd have to rent it again.
That's crazy.
And then the developers came out later, maybe recently or something, apologizing that the game was so hard and came out and said that that was the reason.
That's how they got you. Speaking of games, Marvel just announced a new side-scroller beat-em-up game.
This is crazy. It looks awesome.
Yeah, there's some stills. I do have a little trailer we'll look at. Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Oh, was there a trailer? I
Yes.
seeing a trailer
Saw
for it.
Yellow Flash tweeted out. No, I have it here somewhere. This is crazy because for a while, Marvel had not been doing any games. They did like the last Marvel versus Capcom. After that, they took their license away from Capcom.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be because their movies are tanking.
Yeah, you think so?
Relatively. right? It has to be that. Just like when Marvel sold out characters or leased them out to Sony and other movie studios because Marvel needed the money, right? It has to be this. New fans, and the fandom is not with the comic books like it used to be. So they're not going to drive movie ticket sales. So they need to have video games to drive movie ticket sales.
Yeah,
I know. I was watching it on the tiny screen over there.
I didn't know if you were seeing.
It looks great, but I wonder if this is more Chinese money.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, that was really weird. Did you notice his like pixelization when he was flipping around?
Yeah. Storm, and
I wonder how much of this is AI.
They're really leading into 90s X-Men too.
Yeah.
I don't know who this
is.
is.
That?
I have no idea who that is.
Get her
It's like
out of here.
One of the like a new Marvel man or
why
something.
would you put this freaking guy in here?
People like Nova.
Man,
I see have long hair though. I've never seen Nova with
dude,
long
the 90s brown Wolverine
Yeah.
costumes, great. No, Nova's stupid. I don't want him in this game. Or her. I don't want her either.
Who is that? Oh, they'll have to have Gambit. You know that there will be infinite DLC for this game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is cool because it's very nostalgic. Oh, that's the level from Marvel Ultimate Alliance when the stupid elevator.
Is it?
Yeah, look at the characters on the screen there. Look, the elevator, and you're fighting
yeah.
the same stupid guys.
Yeah.
Venom. Pause. Spider-Man.
Cap.
Those two people nobody wants. Cap.
Nova with
Wolverine.
long hair. That's so weird.
Venom. Spider-Man and Venom. That's weird. Storm. And then Super Skrull. Who's that Skrull guy?
This green guy?
Yeah.
No,
is he a
he's
big
like
Skrull?
he reminds me of
Annihilus is the bad
what do they
guy.
call? He's like
Annihilus. Annihilus.
Annihilus.
Annihilus?
Yeah, I guess that's Annihilus.
Annihilus.
Pay to play.
Oh,
We'll see.
It's just written incorrectly.
Well, Marvel Rivals is like the biggest
He's from the
game right
negative
now
zone.
still, so they're gonna get back into the games.
Fast and the Furious bad guy?
Cool.
Henry Beam is saying bad guy from Fast and the Furious.
All right, just because Snarticon brought it up, all right, Gambit.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
We're gonna speed run these Gambit news. He thought I thought these covers were Gambit news. They're not even great covers.
No, that one on the right sucks.
Yeah,
Why
this
would
one really sucks.
That is not going to grab anybody. It's so
like, who is
muddy.
that?
It's so muddy. He's so tiny on the cover.
Yeah.
You see that on the shelf and it's just completely glance over it.
Here's cooler Gambit news. We got a real artist, Eric Canetti, doing some badass Gambit. It is a crazy inky style. And it looks like Storm in the background. Look at that Gambit. Cool cards there.
I would say Gambit. Why the long face?
In your face. And then also the bigger Gambit news.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Channing Tatum returning as Gambit in Avengers Doomsday, along with everybody.
Along with every other human on Earth.
Yes.
So Phil and I have been cast in this as well as everyone in the chat.
Mm-hmm. You guys will be in it as well. Let's see who else is in it. We got Beast. Kelsey Grammer's Beast is going to be in it. We got...
That's cool. I didn't know this. Apparently, there was a post-credit sequence in what is that movie with Captain Marvel? The Marvels. There was a post-credit sequence in the Marvels that
Beast
was in.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Was it the Marvel? It was something that sucked.
Yeah, I saw it.
But
And they were like, ooh, that was a good reason to see the Marvels. And they were like, no, it's not.
I think it was the Ant-Man thing.
It was the Marvels.
I don't know what it was.
They said it was the Marvels.
Sending the link to Jose now. And we got Beast. We got
Nobody
James
saw it.
Marsden. Now this is...
Yeah, Phil's sus on this one.
This is well, they said he's in it, right? They announced it as part of the film.
Yeah.
But I remember this image coming out when they were filming Deadpool and Wolverine. This was from the set, and then he never was in it. So I don't know if it was cut or something. Yeah, I remember this image because that's the desert place from Deadpool and Wolverine. And then there's something else. Oh, yeah. The big news for
Hugh Jackman won't be in the movie either, will he? He wasn't on the list. And he wasn't in that chair stream that they did.
All this says this would actually get me in the theater. Patrick Warburton returns as the Tick in Avengers versus Doomsday.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
That'd be great. Phil joked, how many days long is this movie going to be? Right? Because unless you're just having cameo appearances, kind of like a Avengers Civil War type deal where they're just like standing there fighting, how can you really get any good character development, storyline, screen time for 50 big time characters? Let's say 25 big time characters, because there's like some characters that nobody gives a crap about, from like Scarlet or Black Widow and crap like
Agatha.
that, right? Yeah, well, whatever. There was no guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from New Adventures Old Christine.
Something.
Yeah. Where's that guy?
Agent
I want to see that guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. That's why, because like this is like a convergence event. It's like a crisis thing. And those last issues and issues of comics over multiple crossover, titles and stuff like that.
Right.
So they did with Avengers Infinity War. That was 2 films. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's going to be a lot.
Enough
and
about
then
that.
the Downey Jr. resurrection is going to be bogus too.
Yeah, that's already dumb.
Bogus.
So dumb.
All right, you're bringing this guy in. I'm going to go out of the room real quick and then come back into the room, randomly surprising everyone.
All right, we got. Oh, I didn't even set the screen up here. We'll see if this works. We got the artist behind some awesome properties. The artist of Tiger Blue, of Lumina Vox, and I have this music here that's going to bring him in. Now, this is just our music we usually use to bring people on. It's not because Jose is from Mexico. It has nothing to do with it. Plus, I'm half Mexican, so that doesn't, Yeah, I was born this way. I can't bring him on, though. He's got to connect his mic and cam. Jose, connect your mic and cam so we can bring you on. Jose Garcia is coming on here. He's going to be talking about his new book that is almost completely done, ready to go to print. This man does 20 pages a week, and you can see all of his cool speed drawings, time-lapse drawings. Here he is. Let's see if we can actually bring the screen down. Mr. Jose Garcia. Let's bring the screen down here. Look at that. And then let's see if this works. I don't think I have it. Oh, there it is. Mr. Hey, look at that. We did it.
Hey, what's up? Hola, buenos dias.
What's up? Buenos dias. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Dude, you're back. Finally. You took a kind of a hiatus of crowdfunding, and you're back with a new book right now on Kickstarter.
Yes.
Called Club Van Fleur.
Yes, the French
Did
stuff. Yeah.
I say that right?
Club on Floor, yeah.
Amazing. This looks super cool. It's very like steampunky. You're very obviously your signature style, but doing a little bit a different kind of like inking style on this as well. Let me pull this up so we could see it. Brandon Jose's here with us.
Oh, what's up? I could barely hear him.
Sounds fine. People can hear him, right?
What?
Jose, are you there?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just sound like you're
I'll
in
raise
another
your mic.
country.
Maybe you're on a different mic setting. You
Okay,
might be on. You might just be coming through your webcam or something.
Mm.
That might be it. But let's take a look at this. This is in the description. If someone could drop the link in the chat, I'll pin it to the top.
Is better?
Yes, much better.
Much
cool.
better.
Sweet. Yeah, so tell us about this book and kind of like your hiatus from crowdfunding and coming back in now.
Cool. Yeah. So I've been out of crowdfunding for maybe the last 2 years. Like, I got out because my daughter was born.
Congrats.
So thanks, man. and that kept me like really really busy for a while. So I left right when that the everyone was going to Tampa. So I left like at that precise point in time.
The good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. And then I come back and everything's like broken and it's kind of a strange place to be in right now. Like I don't know what the hell is happening with everyone.
Mhm.
So like I'm not up to date with all these allegiances and all this stuff. So I'm just trying to stick up with the guys who do the cool comics.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Plus, there's only one allegiance, and it's to the flag. Okay.
That's right. So tell us about how long you've been working on this, because last week, I don't know if you saw this show, but I was mentioning what you talked about on the creative block on like how you devise your stories and map it all out with these scenes, and that was super cool. I showed some of that footage that you pulled up on the creative block on this show, blowing my mind. And it seems like an amazing way to keep your stories organized. If anybody didn't check that out, go watch last week's creative block on Irene's channel. Jose was talking about that in depth. I wanted to know how long you've been developing this story and kind of how long it's taken you from page one to now, because seemingly the book's basically done, right?
Yeah, it's mostly done. I started to finish. There's an echo. So I started working on this since Christmas last year, and I started. I finished inks by the end of January.
Wow.
So that's 80 pages.
A month.
Yeah.
A month?
Yep. Yeah, and I took a week off since I was playing. I can't remember if I was playing either Space Marine or Wukong. Some of those, and I was like, I took like a week off. Then I came back to drawing. I finished the whole stuff, and right now I'm just inking, adding some of those rendering the inks, kind of like this. It's kind of this weird style. It's kind of this engraving style. Old engraving style I like. So
awesome. You don't see that ever. It's super cool.
And I'm doing the time lapses for it every day. Like it takes me like 4 hours to get the entire page done. So I just wake up and watch the Fraga streams, and then afterwards I do my day job right now. So this has taken me a little bit longer to finish. I plan to do it in 2 months, but I'm drawing 2 other books alongside this, so I'm making like another 80 pages, like in between, like inking and coloring and all that stuff. So I have one book launching like next week. It's already done. Well, it's mostly done. It's called Blackjack Duelist. I'm doing that with Tyler.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That looks really cool.
This video is in real time, right? This is how fast you're actually drawing.
It is.
4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys could see some of his like engraving, inking style. The rendering on this is crazy. It's super cool.
It's crazy. How Comics says 4 hours. I need to up my Fent intake.
We had a lot of stock of that in Mexico, so yeah.
Right. Exactly. Now this is so cool because the new style that you're doing, that is like this etching, like engraved rendering, it fits with the genre of the book.
Yeah.
The genre seems like a more Victorian kind of like steampunk style genre. You want to talk about a little of that, of like the themes and stuff going on and the environment here in the story?
Yeah, for sure. So Club Pamphlet is kind of like a mixture of steampunk and dark fantasy, think Berserk and Grim Fairy Tales, and it's this kind of mixture about. It's pretty much like this. This story is about worlds colliding. Like you have the human world, which is kind of led by technology. you have kind of this world where they live in, where there are kind of like these magical creatures that like these dark fantasy magical creatures, but they are not like stylized or fantastic. They are just like the very the kind of like the grim fairy tale version, like the the unicorn, like it used to be like a mixture of kind of like a chimera, kind of like it had like a dog's face, and it has like a lion body and all that stuff, and it has the horn, and that was the unicorn, and it usually was depicted fighting like dragons and stuff. So what I'm doing is like doing kind of like the thing, kind of like Berserk, that they do like the bare bones fantasy stuff, but they do it like super gritty. And so this world is kind of like science colliding with magic, colliding with the unknown, and it's a fight of it's kind of like these humans trying to stay alive, trying to stay alive with technology, and fighting kind of like the magic, the people that are kind of like these cultists from nature cultists, and there are like magic cultists. So there's a lot of these dogmas going on around. Like these guys are super pro science. This other faction is super pro nature. And this other faction is like pro magic. This other faction is just monsters doing their own stuff. So
you have a lot of infighting between those people. I imagine. Is this going to be a just first volume of something that's going to be bigger?
So I'm planning on doing like the first arc. It's gonna be the first 6 books. It's gonna be like maybe 500 pages, and I'm planning to do something kind of like these mangas, kind of like these perfect edition mangas that Big has, or Kondasha have, and I'm trying to fit like an entire arc into one big book, but right now I have to break it down into 6 smaller comics, just because the financial stuff, we need money to keep this going.
Sure. Yeah, this is crazy. How long is this first arc?
It's the first 6 books. How
long is this first book, I should say?
The first book is like 80 pages. Think about it like in comics, like Marvel comic, like they have these runs of 6 issues, and I'm treating like each of these books as if it were a floppy. So the story advances, but we have like in this first book, like we have this like a 20 page action scene. So we have like
awesome. So crazy. This like detail is insane, and the depth too to the background here. That is so cool.
And it's pretty easy to do, man. So
what are you talking about?
Dude, that's crazy. Like, you see a lot of comics coming through here, and they're very similar in style and very comic book looking. And I love the traditional nature of the art that you have going on here. And that copper plate etching style is always so cool. And it's so such an awesome.
It really stands out.
You're doing the rendering on this is so awesome. I appreciate it so much, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's you have to. I really enjoyed like drawing in my kind of like my notebook with pen. So this is pretty much exactly the same, just like in but only I do it in digital and with kind of with this texture brush. And it's the same as having your notebook, being bored with the math class, or all that nerd shit.
Yeah,
and you just draw, and you just start rendering with your pen.
Have you ever learned how to do like traditional copper etching or anything, or is this strictly for pens and pencils?
Yeah, I know how to, but it's not that something I do every day. Like I did like maybe like 20 times, and then I got bored of it, and I usually grab like some stuff, something I like from art, and I try to do it for a while, but it never sticks. Like I tried getting into tattoo. So pretty much I worked. I had a studio, a tattoo studio here in Mexico, and I have like 3 of my friends working, making tattoos all day long, and I started making some tattoos, but I started to get boring. Start to get bored because the canvas is cream, and it doesn't really.
Emphasis screen.
And they cannot take like you cannot complete a piece in one session, right? So it got boring like real fast.
I can imagine. This is fantastic.
Super epic. And I gotta give you props too, because
oh my god,
the comics that like this and Illumina Vox, the prominent characters are like young kids, and that's something that I would feel like would be a risk to put out, because the stuff I love is super badass masculine things, and I know a lot of my audience likes that, but there's a huge youthful audience that is
massive audience,
always consuming stuff that is kind of more bent to the young range, have young characters. My Hero Academia. Was that kind of your thought process of having, at least for this book, have these kids in the forefront?
Yeah, kind of. I have like this. There's this manga, but it's like really messed up, and it include kids. It's called Made in Abyss. Like I'm pretty sure that the creator is gonna be put in jail after he finished that manga. So, but yeah, that's kind of like a really gritty manga with that starts that has kids as the main characters. But it has like a lot of shock value and stuff. But you get to explore a lot of themes with children, because they're like a little bit more malleable than fully grown characters. And since I was working in DreamWorks like for a while, it was like kind of natural for me, because every single show was aimed for either teenagers or kids.
Right.
So sure. I tried to bring kind of like this DreamWorks formula, and then just apply some Berserk on top of it, and and you can have some pretty great stuff. And the way I describe it is pretty much like the Fairy Grimm Tales, like the original ones. They have like this very nasty stuff happening, but they still have some valuable life lessons. So that's what I was trying to achieve.
He also has some original art sketch cards that are available on the campaign, as well as some of his previous books, like Illumina Vox. And you're always working on stuff. Like you said, was that Blackjack Shootout? Or
Blackjack Duelist.
Duelist. That looks really cool. I really want to pick that up. I think, are you doing more stuff with Tiger Blue?
So I'm planning to expand on Tiger Blue with Maddie Fowler. So we are trying to. My plan from now on with Tiger Blue, it's maybe starting next month. I think. I want to make some floppies of Tiger Blue and publish both in Spanish and in English. So we can kind of like have this bigger, more expanded version of Tiger Blue universe. Since our first book with Fowler, like we had this really awesome story, but we had to cut it short just because of the how expensive it is to make a comic.
Yeah.
So we cramped like the very first arc, all the fights, all the stuff, in just like I can remember if it was like 50 or 60 page comic. So we didn't have enough time to expand on, the character arcs and how the characters relate to each other. And we actually made maybe we have around 15 pages already finished for Tiger Blue 3. And we felt like we needed to tell the story like the right way. And we want to have all the action. We have to have all these mafia action going on. So we are kind of rebooting Tiger Blue, but we are making this first Tiger Blue Volume 1. We are trying to get it instead of 50 pages. It's gonna be like a 120 page first book, and
That's awesome.
And then we want to finish Tiger Blue 3, and maybe later on do some short stories. Since Tiger Blue 2, we had some people writing a couple short stories. There was Narwhal. Who else? Mike Barron. Mike Barron. Von Claus and Clint Stoker.
Yeah.
That's
cool. That was more like vignettes. But yeah, I agree. Like that kind of art, like your art style and the Tiger Blue character, that I think the decompressed storytelling and more of like a manga action would really fit that character. And that's awesome that you guys are going to go and do that and add some more to that series. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be more like an action series. Like Club Van Fleur has a lot of action, but it has like more like fighting monsters with guns and robots and critters. But Tiger Blue is straight up just kind of like that beat 'em up side scroller that you showed from Marvel.
Exactly. So, yeah. We got Angela Curry in the chat. What's up, Angela? Thanks for being here. Someone had a good question. Did you get a chance to watch the rest of the creative block last night, Jose?
Oh no! It's been a crazy day today, so I haven't.
Well, awesome one says this ruins Phil's theory of keeping things simplistic. Because of all your detail in there. I mean, after seeing Jose's chart for organizing his stories, I think that there's got to be a good balance here with detail and a thought out story, because what you were showing last week was really cool. Like you're putting as much time into the art as you are the story. I think that's important.
Definitely. I mean, I gotta say, this is probably aesthetically my favorite book that we've had come through the show.
Really?
It's just so well done. The rendering on everything is just amazing. I can't even believe that you're doing it so quickly. And it just looks so good. Like there's a picture that Phil brought up with the chandelier, and just the background is just rendered. It's like, what is going on?
That background's so cool.
I can't believe that you drew that. That's so awesome.
It's fun.
It's badass, man. This is super cool. And I can't wait to see where the story goes. You guys could definitely check out Jose's channel as well, because he's been getting back to doing some streams during his work day, and you could see him draw whatever he's working on there. And is your channel just your name?
It's Jellybats Press.
Jellybats Press.
Yes.
Yeah, if someone could drop that link in the chat, make sure you guys are subscribed. It's a good stream.
You're making Chad Townsend's gonna quit in the chat here.
Chad,
20 pages a week. I quit. But he's only doing 4 hours a day on a pay. Okay, so he's pacing himself.
It's good pacing.
Yep.
Chad, hilarious.
Well, the thing is that whenever you go into the animation arena, like you're in a whole different level. Like I was pretty much like maybe like in speed I was like mid tier, to lower tier. There were other people that were higher speed, higher quality.
Wow.
So I've been always kind of like in the middle. So it's kind of wild if you go to with the pros in animation.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love this new style, man. The aesthetic is awesome. I can't wait to see what else you're coming out with this year.
It's gonna be a lot, man. Like I haven't told you, but I finished a comic last year. It's called Rex Rain. It's kind of like Miami Vice. It's cool, yeah, man. Awesome. It's a retired cop turned into a furry. So
oh my god, you're gonna get sales out of that.
Yeah, man, and he's chasing the band of werewolf that turned him into a dog. So that's pretty cool. It's already finished. It's already done. I'm working on Immortal Rising Volume 3. So so the pencils for that are already done. Blackjack Duelist is I'm probably finishing inks for that next week. And I have maybe a couple secret books, but I don't know if I can tell about it. But they're pretty near completion. And Club Van Fleur, and I'm working on it's called Hellbounds. I uploaded something to Webtoons for the contest, but I'm trying to bring that book to the crowdfunding scene.
Yeah, I've seen you post about that for a while, right? Is it like the skeleton head guy?
Yeah, that's kind of my more manly kind of comics.
Yeah, so it reminds me of like some Darkstalkers.
Stuff
going on there. Really dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be like pretty much a lot of so Hellbounds is pretty much like gangs of monsters fighting against each other to take control over a city. But you have like this gang of misfits. You have kind of like the gang of werewolves, the gang of every single kind of classical monster, plus some more crazy stuff. So there's a lot of fighting, and that's one of my favorite comics. But I needed to find the perfect inking style for that. Yeah. And after doing the Blackjack Duelist, I finally learned how to ink on Clip Studio. So that's going to be kind of the inks I'm going to be working on for both Tiger Blue and the Hellbound. So there's a lot more comics coming on.
Awesome. Are you still doing teaching comics and stuff like that?
Yeah. On the side, that's sometimes it is my my main job. Like right now, it's like my day job. You could say it's taking commissions for all these comics, and I'm just teaching one class. Like this past month, I'm only having one group to teach, so that brings a lot of money, but it's not my focus right now. But I believe like once I maybe in a couple months, I'm trying to gather this big group, like 100 people, and I get to teach them everything I know. The last group I have, there were like maybe 60 people or maybe 80. I can remember, but I've been teaching to that group for maybe like 2 years, and they started from the basics of drawing, and we just finished. I believe like this weekend is the last class from storyboard. So they went through figure drawing, perspective, composition, comics, storyboard, animation, and it was 2 years teaching to that class, and they finish next weekend. Yeah, tomorrow I believe they finish, and some of them already have like have like jobs in some animation studios. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I bring them through the whole process, even how to charge some money, how to negotiate with people at studios. like all that stuff. Like I teach everything of that stuff in class.
Super cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats on all of that and the campaign. You guys definitely go back this. I'm going to be back in this one, and follow Jose wherever he is, everywhere on YouTube and on Twitter. He remember doing this guy for the silhouette. This was
yeah, man. Those were my first streams on CG, man.
Yeah.
I remember it took 2 sessions of 2 hours to get this done. Yeah, it was pretty cool. The silhouette. I was just testing that style, but yeah.
Yeah, you had a pretty scratchy style for this as well. We turned into a scroll for, I think, the Lost Pages 2 of the silhouette. And that was super cool to have. Yeah, this is badass. And even here, you see all the depth, like the giant moon and the buildings in the background. Awesome. We got to get you to do a Magic Cop piece, I think.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
For when we do Magic Cop 3. That's going to be dope.
Yeah, I like to take on, I really love the new book you have with Adam Lawson. So maybe I could make a fan art about that.
Yeah, that would be with Simon. Yeah, that's about to come out. We're going to print next week. So we just got the Kickstarter funds in, and everything's already uploaded to the printer site, and all the PDFs are good. So Monday we should be going into production on Psycho Slumber. That's going to be dope. Yes. We're going to send you guys over to Mr. Bancroft's show, who's launching a new book. I believe Elysium Fields is having a launch party. So you guys go over there, have a great time. Make sure you check out and bookmark, put it in your favorites, Club Van Fleur on Kickstarter. That is a insanely detailed book that needs your support. Go spread it around as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a fun show. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, Jose.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course. We'll catch you guys Monday with another Hardline. Have a great weekend. Thank you guys for being here. Everybody over on X as well. We've had some viewers. Who knows if they're real viewers or not, but it makes us feel good. So we appreciate that. Catch you on the flip-flop, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
And after it's all said and done, you're going to be taking splinters out of your fat asses all night long because you got some fat asses. The only chance you have no chance, but you had a chance, is if you can run lickety-split. Because you can't run because you got some fat asses. And after it's done, we're going to have a tailgate party for all my freaks out there in Atlanta, Georgia.
How old are you? You took your Xanax today?
B.
Final question. There's one thing you could change about the industry. What would it be?
One thing I'd change about the industry.
Leading question.
It's just stop sticking your nose in what other people are doing and get on with your own work. Do you know what I mean? Just stick your nose out of people's business, and tell them what they should be fucking doing and not doing, and do your own shit. You should be, you've got to be creative. You should be getting on with your own deal,